Right, welcome back to BSG Plus 2025. We are ready for some GTA. Take it away.
Hi. Hello, everybody. I'm Harlingen Lambert. If you have fond memories of this game as a child, I am so sorry. Because today we are going to be playing the Definitive Edition on Nintendo Switch, no less. I am actually playing with detached Joy-Cons. If I press the home button, I will go to the Switch's home menu. And this is probably one of the worst versions of the game that have ever been released. I am joined today behind me by Mr. San Andreas himself, the Joshimus.
Hello, I played this as well.
He also did some Vice City, yeah. We also have Titan of Vice City speedrunning, Menno.
Thank you.
And we have the incredibly charismatic Kesbardo right here.
Hi, that's me.
Hell yeah. So without further ado, I suggest we just go.
When's time?
Time starts when... Now.
Okay, there you go.
Right. So, as I mentioned in the intro, we are playing the Definitive Edition, which is the 2021 remaster of the trilogy GTA games. So GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. Which they also released for modern consoles, which included the Nintendo Switch version. Which is problematic in a way, because they went through some effort to increase the graphical fidelity of the game, as in have it be all HD and all the ray tracing and all the bloom and everything and stuff. I don't actually quite know how it works. But then they had to port it to the Switch, and the Switch can't run this game for shit. So they had to reduce all the features and target this at 30 FPS to make sure that the game runs well at all. So yeah, the result is the look of the game that you're getting here. At the start of this, there is a small little trick that I do.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
Start.
That's not the
Yeah,
other game
okay,
on
I
that
guess,
one.
yeah, okay. This bike is just gone. Yeah, the strat there is to just wedge the bike in the corner and hope it lands fine. And sometimes it doesn't land fine, which is what happened here. But I think we're gonna be okay. Oh God. I think we're gonna be okay. I can pick up another one.
That port.
We're starting off strong with the definitive features.
This is how the 80s were.
Yeah. Listen, you need to understand what definitive means, okay? They always wanted to have it act this way. They just didn't have the technology for it 20 years ago. Yeah. So yeah, what are we doing? Yeah, I can pick up another bike from here, and the starting section of the game is more or less normal. Which is to say it doesn't differ too much from a non-definitive run. One thing we don't have access to is replays. That is something you would be using quite heavily in a speedrun of the original game. To do fancy stuff like OM0 manipulation that we will get to later when we get to it. But for now, we're just doing more or less straightforward gameplay. This is just all about going fast.
Nice.
Oh, well,
yeah.
Too fast.
Yeah,
Went just a little too fast.
this is basically like Vice City no glitches run so far. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you already would have like duped the mission you just did or whatever. OM0 did.
OM0,
in,
yeah.
In base Vice City. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. In base Vice City, I would be setting up for Jury Fury dupe, which is doable in Definitive Edition, but it takes so long that it's not worth setting up for. Or at least I haven't found a way. One interesting thing about the Definitive Editions, well, I say interesting, but it's kind of sad, really. They're not really well liked by the speedrunning community at large. Rockstar took down a bunch of mods to make these games happen, which is to say there were like graphical fidelity mods that would compete with the Definitive Edition if they were allowed to exist. So they're not. And as a result of that, the community at large is not really fond of the existence of these games. So not many people run them, which puts the people that do in an interesting situation where the routes are not that refined. Is what I was getting. Oh, that's what I was getting at. So new stuff gets found regularly. For Vice City itself, I haven't been too in the loop for a while. And in fact, I'm not going to be doing the most up-to-date stuff. I'm doing some safer stuff that I know how. But it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, it's a weird situation where we simultaneously have a lot of knowledge of how these games work. Because these are based on the originals, like, quite heavily. Like, a lot of the same stuff works, but, like, in slightly different ways. That was flipping close.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have a lot of like base knowledge of like, you know, how all the glitches and the setup of mission scripts and stuff work. But then like everything is like subtly different in a lot of ways that makes all of that knowledge not always compatible.
Exactly. This is more or less a Vice City Story situation.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to the wrong mission. Wow. Oh my God. I can honestly say that has never happened before. Okay, where am I supposed to go? I'm supposed to go
Kill
to...
Diaz. Not Diaz, the other one. Cortez.
Yeah.
Cortez.
Also not correct.
No?
No, wait.
No, I'm supposed to go to the Malibu. Right.
Oh, yeah, the Malibu.
Yeah,
Oh, my God.
back at the brawl. Yeah.
The game gives me a GPS and then I don't use it. This is just great.
Oh, dear. But yeah, so yeah, like it's in a weird place where the games are like we have very technical knowledge of how they work. But there's not many people applying that knowledge to this version, right? So yeah, like you said, you find like new stuff all the time.
Exactly.
And yeah, this run will be very technically complex towards the end, especially, I believe.
Yes, there is. Basically, the entirety of the run is just no major glitches in terms of going fast. It's just all about shooting people well and driving well until the very end when we make the game complete a mission that we shouldn't have access to even.
Right.
And then the game sort of ends.
Right, okay.
Or, well, puts us to the very last mission. That would be the correct way of putting it.
Yeah, it's funny, this of the couch, you're the only one with like actual knowledge of how this version works.
Yeah.
We have like decent regular Vice City knowledge.
Well, yeah, Kez is in my chat every now and then, and then, Menno and you have experience with the original game.
Yeah,
so that'll come in
this.
handy.
Yeah. I did play these, but like never glitches. Like it's like a fun novelty to do every now and then, but it's not worth investing the time and effort to think about the complicated stuff.
Yeah, I guess so.
From my perspective, anyway.
It's a judgment call, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have Switch world record for this?
Oh yeah, I'm the only one who runs this on the Switch.
Yeah. So we may get a world record now.
We might, although we're not off to a great start.
Okay, maybe not.
With that said, though, my PB is also not off to a great start. Here's a subtle little differences. First of all, this armor. They replaced the armor model with an armor pickup, so it rotates in place there. I have tried collecting it. I didn't quite manage it. I don't know if it's possible to do. And another subtle difference is this cutscene is skippable in the original, and here I just have to wait it out.
Oh yeah, that's like random. Like they randomly change some that are skippable, and some new ones become skippable.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
It's also changes between DE patches.
Really?
So, yeah. So one thing I should mention is I'm actually playing on an old patch. Like the Grove Street Games logo is still in the intro screen for this. This won't mean much to the casual viewer, but who cares? That is because the glitch that I will do at the end depends on the precise layout of the scripts in the mission script file, and that changes subtly every time anything gets changed.
Things get really complicated.
Yes, they do.
Just move some bytes around, and all of a sudden nothing works anymore. Right?
Yeah. I do not believe for a second that this was intentionally patched.
No.
And they saw your world record and thought, we're not having that.
That doesn't make sense from a timeline perspective. I didn't start running this until a more recent patch was already released. I had to get myself access to a previous patch of this game, which was not easy.
Oh, yeah.
But I managed. Okay, so this is jury free, and then after that will be Riot, where have I initially gone to.
You were several missions out.
Yeah. I was like 2 missions ahead. I don't know.
He's speedrunning in his mind.
in my mind it went so well that I just sort of went for it.
Maybe the vans would already be there, you know?
I imagine that.
Yeah, so here's the difference. So this mission would have been duped on the original one, yeah.
Yes, exactly. So this mission, the objective is that Tommy has to smash up 2 cars. And when you duplicate this mission, you would have 2 sets of 2 cars spawn inside of each other, which would then conveniently smash up each other. I've read about people trying this in Definitive Edition. From what I've heard, 1, the setup is hard, and then 2, it's FPS dependent on whether it even works or not, or whether the cars just plop out of each other and are fine. I haven't been able to test it myself because shit's hard.
Yeah. Yeah, fun fact, one of the earliest known instances of a mission dupe in any GTA was me on the mobile version of Vice City.
On the mobile version?
Yeah.
Like the 10-year remaster?
Yeah, the 10-year version, the version before this, yeah. I reloaded a checkpoint or something and it somehow duped the mission. I still don't know what happened.
Oh.
But that was back when I was like, that was like 2013, maybe.
Oh.
That was like very long ago. But I had no idea what was happening. We didn't know about duping at the time.
I don't know if the mobile runners know about this. Maybe we should go back and investigate it.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It's just like I just failed the mission and restarted it, and then there was 2 of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was quite some time ago.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
And it also takes, I think, fewer bullets to damage these cars than original.
Yes, it does. In the original game, if you weren't duping it, you would shoot like 2 or 3 shotgun shots into these.
Yeah.
I don't bother because it turns out that 4 or 5 handgun shots take about the same length, don't require me to get the shotgun, and get the job done just as well. This is a definitive change.
Oh, gyro aiming.
Yes.
It's happening.
Yes, gyro aiming is happening. So I don't know if that was visible on camera, but I just flicked my wrist there to convince the game to let me go into manual mode. Basically, the way aiming works, or the way I've set it up, the Switch has different settings, is you can either have like a more traditional aiming mode, or like auto aim, or like whatever you want. And what I choose to do is auto aim with gyro aim assistance, basically best/worst of both worlds. Which means when I start targeting an enemy, the Switch does its best guess at figuring out a target. And then if I start manually adjusting my aim strong enough, which I do by doing this maneuver, then the game will change from a green crosshair to a white one and be like, okay, then you do the aiming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
Definitive Edition is very aggressive with like not letting you manually aim.
Yes,
It's
which when I have gyro aim is fine,
Yeah.
because you can't aggressively press a stick. You can flick your arm around.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am somewhat of the opinion that if you were to run a console version anyway, from a gameplay perspective, the Switch actually offers something unique with the gyro aiming ability. Continue that thought in a moment. The way I just passed that mission, that is not how you're able to pass that in the original.
Yeah.
I don't know what the difference is. I think the barrels are in different positions and don't blow up the vans, but Menno wouldn't know.
Yeah, I think it's a bit further away, yeah.
Yeah.
You would usually use 2, or is it 3? No, 3 shotguns or a like 30 rounds of Uzi.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't have to do any of that because they conveniently place the barrels in such a way that I can just give each of them a shot, and that's close enough that the vans that I need to blow up end up blowing up.
Shout out to KZ Fru.
Shout out to KZ Fru.
Tommy
shout
still
out
cannot
to
swim.
KZ Fru Memorial Ramp. Let's hopefully not do that today. But yeah, here I get off the bike early just because there is a long phone call coming up that I have to listen to, which unlocks the next mission strand.
Yeah, they didn't add the ability to skip these. You can't in the original either, but yeah, you can't here.
In fact, they removed it for some missions in San Andreas.
Oh yeah, in San Andreas it's slightly worse. Yeah.
Yes, but we'll get to that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Right, we need to talk about cycles. The game doesn't actually check every frame whether or not you're in a mission marker to save on 20-year-old CPU resources. It only does it every couple of frames, which means that you can, if you're particularly unlucky, end up running through a mission marker.
Yeah, we should say the way they made these games was they just took the old engine, tore out all the rendering code, and then just slapped Unreal Engine 5 or 4 onto it, and just like wrote a translation layer so all of the old rendering stuff translates to Unreal Engine. So it should be the old game running underneath, but they've done a very poor job of translating a lot of stuff.
Yeah. They also, of course, did some edits to the original while they were added.
Yeah.
Although not many of them, because none of the original devs were involved in this, so nobody knew what they were looking at.
Well, this is based on the mobile version.
Yes.
Right, yeah. So the devs that made the mobile version for the 10-year anniversary, they also made these for the 20-year anniversary. And yeah, they just based it on the most recent release of the games, which was mobile. I hear it. God. Yeah, it's not. I once went through the list of porting. It was like every single port of a GTA game makes it worse. It was PS2, then it went to PC, which is slightly worse than PS2.
Yes.
Then it went to like Xbox, then Xbox 360 and PS3, right? Then Xbox 360 and PS3 again. Then the mobile version, sorry.
Yeah,
then
the
Xbox
mobile
360
version also came to consoles.
Yeah,
right?
that's right. Then they ported. Then they were like, "Oh, mobile's better. We'll update the versions with those." They updated the Steam version a bunch of times.
Funnily enough, never to the mobile version.
No, thankfully. But yeah. And then this is like based on the mobile version. Yeah, it's like a long. We're far away from. We've strayed far from God, right?
Yes, yes, very much so.
Yeah.
It reminds me a bit of somehow a core memory I've acquired in 4th grade was the first time I saw Pokemon Red running in an emulator on a PC. I couldn't help but anthropomorphize the game and was like, oh, the poor things thinks it's actually running on a Game Boy. That's kind of how I feel about these games. I was like, oh, the poor thing somewhere underneath it actually thinks it's my city.
I bet the controls are still doing PS2 gamepad emulation.
With various layers in between.
Yeah. Because the PC version of SA, we'll get to it when we do the other run the other day, but the PC version of San Andreas, it just emulates a PS2 gamepad. Whenever you press a keybind, it like translates it to what it would be on a PS2 controller, and then does the actual logic for the input.
Yeah.
So I bet this is still doing that all these years later.
Oh my.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, the physics are very different.
They are.
That would never happen in Vice City, right?
You can fall.
Okay,
Usually the physics changes work out in your favor in the Definitive
Yeah.
Edition.
Okay.
Anyways, here's a little trick. I'm supposed to go on a bike chase with this guy. Oh no. Am I out of sprint? No, I'm not out of sprint.
Okay,
thank fuck.
Hey, auto aim.
That would have lost quite a bit of time had I not gotten the guy then. Okay, we're good. Only thing I now have to do is not fall off the crazy Casey through ramp.
Yeah.
And then we're fine.
Should be alright.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, just landed the bike not quite straight. Yeah, one thing I mentioned earlier was driving in this game and being fast and not crashing is like impossible. It's incompatible goals. Just because of how fast every vehicle goes and how snappy your turns are. And how snappy the AI's turns are. Especially every time I come back from San Andreas to this game, I'm amazed at how snappy the turns are. It's quite a thing to come back to.
Yeah. Yeah, I notice we're using PCJ a lot as well. This is just like straight up the best vehicle we have access to.
Yes.
The motorbikes in like these 3D GTA games are so good.
They are.
Yeah. They nerfed them real hard when they got to HD era, but...
Okay, I want to park my bike in a peculiar position here so it doesn't despawn in the cutscene.
Oh, okay, cool.
Now I'm gonna kick Lance in the face. Watch it, watch it, watch it.
Hogging all the action I see.
This is actually mandatory. So we need to talk about a very Switch-specific thing, which is skip cutscene is bound to A on the Switch.
Yeah,
if you imagine a Switch controller in your mind, that is the rightmost button on the button layout, which is where attack is also bound to. So skip cutscene and attack are the same button.
Yeah, in every other version of the game, it'd be sprint.
Correct.
Yeah.
So this is a Switch-specific nonsense thing that I have to deal with. And it means that I kick Lance in the face here every time.
So you just like randomly punch at the end of every cutscene. You can
Yes.
skip.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
see some more of that later.
Oh
So,
dear.
We might. In a perfect world, I would know exactly when to spam and how many button presses I get away with. But that's difficult.
Yeah.
Like going through the entire game and knowing for each cutscene when I'm allowed to skip it is not really feasible.
yeah.
Okay. This is Guardian Angels. One of the missions I struggled the most with as a kid, I think. I mean, a totally 18-year-old kid.
Yeah. This is the first big combat mission, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The first one where you can't get away with not knowing how to shoot, basically.
Like, yeah.
And playing on Switch means I will be aiming like this, which is very nice. I actually think gyro aiming is not too terrible, given that you can do like big adjustments to your aim with the stick and then small adjustments with your actual hand. Like, this is fine.
It's like a magic wand that kills people.
It's a magic wand that kills people, yeah. I like the comparison.
Reminds me of my other speed games. Yeah.
It's just counterintuitive to me. If I wanted a big aim difference, I'd use my arm. If I wanted a little one, I'd use my little muscle of my thumb.
Oh,
And
yeah.
like
I
messes with my
suppose it
head. Yeah. I mean, you do fine with it.
Yeah, you get used to it. Like, I have finer control over my physical hand than this. Like, try gently pushing your stick in a direction.
I mean,
it's not really.
Analog stick, yeah, they're all.
Yeah.
But you see, I just play on a mouse, so then everything's just my hand, really.
Yeah. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why if you were playing on console and you don't mind the loading times being kind of
Oh
then
yeah, the loading times.
that is less pronounced in this run. Which is fine. Aim check, aim check. Oh, past the aim check.
Nice. That's really difficult, actually, especially on this. Holy cow.
This is where the gyro comes in handy, my dude.
Yeah,
I think it's easier than on the PC, because on PC, when you aim in, you get like built-in recoil that you cannot control with the mouse.
Oh, yeah, you don't have recoil.
Yeah.
I specifically crouch in there to reduce the recoil as well.
Oh, you do your recoil.
Oh.
I live. Come on.
Great.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I remember whenever I watch you play this game, every time you go in a load screen, I'm like, oh no, his run died, his game crashed, but it's just taking so long to load.
No, that's just what the game is like.
It takes so long. And you have like the fastest loading you possibly can on a Nintendo
Yes.
Switch as well.
Okay. So yeah, this Switch is overclocked. I had a quick talk with the Speedrun.com moderators for this page on whether it's fine that this dumb meme run has like modifications on the console I do it on.
Oh, yeah.
And since nobody else runs this, they were confused for confused for a second, and then we're like, oh, okay, that's fine.
Could just answer the phone.
Can I get my bike out of this? Answering the phone takes a while, and it's a 15-second call, I think.
Okay.
That should
So
be.
I'd rather do this instead.
Oh,
Ah,
First try.
Of course, now I don't have the call.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Oh,
Still needs to be answered.
You can't buffer it here either. You can in regular voice. In VC,
Like, as in holding the phone
hold
call.
the phone call. I would
Yeah.
hold it, yeah.
Yeah, that's not an option. Despite me having the exact same control scheme, I specifically set it to classic, but no,
Yeah.
game doesn't care.
Yeah, in the original game, a lot of the inputs are on button release instead of on button press down. So what you can do with the phone is you can hold the button that would answer the phone. As long as you're holding it, the phone stays like ready to be answered, and the second you let go, it actually answers it. So you can like hold it, then he could have got back on the bike, done the trick, and then as soon as he did it, let go of the phone, he would have answered it. But
Yes.
yeah, not in this version.
I think stuff still toggles on release because I've messed around with it before, but holding it just doesn't work.
Yeah, right.
Although that was also like patched on later PC releases. That's a thing you guys have access to because 1.0 memes
Yeah,
or
yeah,
1.01
yeah.
or something.
It is a bit weird having button release be when game actions happen. It's like
Yes.
a built-in delay.
In fact, in the run I do tomorrow, I will have one action be bound to button press and another action bound to button release.
On the same button.
Yes.
Jesus.
So that'll be something to look forward to. Anyways, this is the chase. This is another difference between the original version and the definitive
what
one.
What are we doing?
What are we doing? Tommy in the original game has infinite sprint because the developers didn't intend for you to be able to tap the button instead of holding it. In this version, he's let himself go, so he doesn't have infinite sprint anymore. Which means I can't chase this guy across the roof fast enough. So I'm instead going to jump off the roof and just drive after him.
Right, yes, that works. Yeah, I was going to say, on the PC, there's so many different versions of the chase over the years.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure I do the latest one anymore. What is the...
There's one where you get out, get in, get back out, and then get back in, and you sort of merge with the guy.
Right, that's it. That's the latest one, yeah. So
Yeah.
what are you going to do? You just going to...
I'm just gonna jack him.
Yeah, okay, so this is like... I think I would call this Chase 2.0.
Right.
Yeah,
what you
Is
meant.
this called?
Yeah, I
I
think
guess
so.
we can talk about what's actually happening. Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Oh, you got that
Please.
beam. Okay. Ah, okay.
Okay, good. We're good.
Alright, so you've got plenty of time to talk about it.
So what we're meant to do is chase the guy that is in our passenger seat. He was meant to have a driver that it drives him around town and eventually takes us to a compound. But they take a pretty huge detour that loses a lot of time. So what we do instead is take the driver out of the car and just drive the guy ourselves.
Much faster.
Much faster. We get to have a cool pink marker on top of our car. We get to keep this car, which is pretty glitchy. And yeah.
It's a heavy car.
Yeah, you're about to...
Super
Are you
heavy,
going to
yeah.
do the thing with it? Is it-
No, unfortunately not in this version.
Oh, okay.
So there's a thing, there's a cool thing I could do with this car, but I'm not gonna, goddammit.
Don't tell them.
Yeah, this car has like a special heavy attribute. I'm pretty sure they gave it to it so the AI can drive it and not get stuck on traffic and just push it out of the way. But that means if I happen to crash into something, I'm not gonna do it just to demonstrate because I'm sure it'll happen naturally eventually. Whatever I crash into will fly away. Natural.
There you go.
Yeah, I will just gently push it away, like so. That also has the side effect of this vehicle taking more damage than usual, but I should be fine. I only need it for the one drive. Okay, and coming up is another minor route difference, driving the back. Oh, well, pretty major route differences actually. The original game, you would take this, drive it into the water, and because it's so heavy, it can't collide with the water. It falls through it instead, which would teleport you to the next island where you can get a helicopter and do a bunch of cool stuff with that. We're not going to do any of that. We're just going to drive back here and get ourselves a sniper rifle, which is going to be relevant in a bit. So this is a maze. The smart developers at the Definitive Edition were kind enough to put the solution to the maze on the minimap.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You also just did a glitch?
Yes, I did a glitch. I am holding this phone call hands-free, I think is what the glitch is called.
Answering it hand-free.
Oh, answering it hands-free. Which allows me to run while holding a call and jump and do stuff like that. Which is nice because the length of this call lines up pretty precisely to me just being able to start this mission, which is nice.
That's a thing in the base game as well. There's lots of like rooted in, like, oh, you answer this call here, and while you're waiting for it, you like run to the next mission or whatever.
Yeah, there's going to be more of that coming later.
Yeah, that worked out pretty nicely. Yeah, you basically just like zoom in with a first-person weapon and answer the call.
Yes.
And then you unzoom with the weapon, and then you can like gain control of Tommy back with the call.
For me, it's zoom in is right R1 and then take call is L1, so I do it and then it's fine.
First auto scroller.
First auto scroller, indeed.
Guy coming up here.
Yes, guy jumping up the bridge here.
Oh, there he is.
That's such a dumb detail.
Yeah.
And we get to do a bit of practice on the way, I suppose. And yeah, in the original game, you would have access to replays here, which would be really, really nice, because that would allow you to shoot a bullet per frame out of this gun. However, in this, we don't get to do that. What I do get to do is I get to gyro aim at the guys. So wish me good luck with that.
Yeah, so the faster he kills these guys, the faster the auto-scroller will be, basically.
Exactly.
There's not much threat of dying, I don't believe, in the base game, but it's just, faster, better, obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
Lance, like, swings back left and right during the section, and he can only move to the next one between swings or something, right?
Yeah.
Am I just making that up?
Well, no, I don't think so.
Okay.
There is a problem here where, or at least in the original, where one of the guys is very far away and you can only hit him like once you're close. So
Right, yeah,
that might be a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I know there's some like something with the cycling of swinging.
Come on, follow over.
Yeah, that one you can't shoot until when you're far away. Yeah.
And then the last one, you can also get screwed over a bit if you are too far in. You'll get stuck on the lamppost.
Right. Yeah.
Although that is not a thing in this because you have a cutscene before it, I think.
Oh, is there an extra cutscene?
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll see that now.
I'm actually not too great at the differences between the original. I've noticed this
Oh,
while
there's
showing
graffiti
Menno
there as
this
well.
run. Yeah, because I actually forgot most about what the original was like. It's like, it was interesting showing this run to Menno, and he was like, oh, this is different, this is different, this is different. This is like stuff I never knew.
Yeah, here, there it is.
Oh yeah. What is this cutscene?
So this is not meant to be a cutscene.
No, you just
No.
jump out and
Right.
then run. Yeah. What?
I also don't get to shoot Lance, right? Anyways, the plan here is to run up the thing. Tommy ran out of sprint, which is annoying.
Nice. Nice.
And we got it.
That's harder than it looks. Because if you get like stuck on anything in the middle of the room and they can all shoot you,
Yes.
Yeah.
you just get shredded.
You very much can.
Oh, did he just crash?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay.
I can't tell you off the top of my head if that always happens.
Okay.
Definitive.
Oh, that looks scary.
Yeah, it always looks scary. I'm gonna load the autosave here.
So is this just a save warp then? So we're...
No.
Oh.
This is to make this car spin.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, right. Very cool.
Okay. Enough normal missions.
Ah.
This is where the route differs.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Okay, wow.
yeah. So, if you're tired of, every run being basically the same missions, you'd never do the side missions. They're so cool, right? Like, you love flying the little helicopter as a kid. Definitely wasn't
Yeah.
your least favorite mission.
Yeah, oh no, absolutely.
Wait,
So that's what's gonna happen now.
we're doing Avery?
We're
We're doing favorite missions,
It's Avery time.
Just a little bit of 100% in this.
and then we're gonna Avery all over the place.
Yeah, so this is a side mission. Yeah, you're not supposed to...
This is. Well, I mean, it's the fastest route to beat the game.
Yeah,
but
sure, right.
it's not intended as a mission that is mandatory.
Yeah.
That helicopter mission you struggled on as a kid, you didn't actually have to do it.
Yeah. How old were you when you realized that, by the way?
Sorry?
Oh,
How old were you when you realized that you didn't have to do these missions?
Oh, when did I start watching Vice City speedruns? is the answer to that question.
It's the same with zero missions in San Andreas, the ones with the RC vehicle. The RC ones are always optional, but like, yeah, people just don't know and get stuck on them forever.
Yeah. Well, this is this one has a different thing going for it, which is like the assets that you're meant to do at the second half of the game. The game doesn't really do a great job at communicating to you how you're meant to do that.
Oh, yeah.
But excuse me,
Wait, what?
you are in my parking spot. Thanks.
Who are they?
What
I
is-
don't know. Anyways,
Just a
I meant to
random
snipe. I meant to snipe a guy from here. Wrong way.
Are there even cars around there?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Some gyro aiming snipe. Nice. Okay,
Gyro
cool,
aiming
cool.
snipe,
Very
yes. The worst line you can hear here is "Boys, deal with him," which
Yeah.
is the line the guy says when he spots you, and then you have to chase him. You have to actually go in there and chase him on
Oh,
a golf
God.
caddy. It's terrible. So I'm very, very happy to have gotten that.
Yeah, it's the guy like really far away in the golf course. And to get in the golf course, you need to give all your weapons up as well.
Yes.
There's ways around it,
Yeah.
I believe.
I
Even
mean,
in this.
yeah,
right?
the way I was just stood there, I could have just jumped off of my car.
Right,
and wound up
yeah,
in the
okay.
golf. But like, it's still very, very painful.
Yeah.
Okay, this is everybody's favorite mission. We're
Yep.
doing Demolition Man.
Very
This is the one with the heli.
nice.
Watch Mojo's top 10
Hardest
hardest
missions,
missions
yeah,
in Vice City or something.
And if you think the
In
one
GTA.
flying the RC plane is harder, we're gonna do that too.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be flying an RC plane as well.
What?
So this is the shortest drive that I've taken this, which is just around the corner. Just so one's up to be faster. This is related to a phone call that I'm gonna take after the mission. With that said, here we go. It's helicopter time.
So yeah, you got
Yeah.
4 bombs you need to plant in this little construction site, and you have a little miniature helicopter. But like, there's guys trying to kill you. There's walls that you can crash into and blow up. You have a time limit.
And as a beginner, you just don't know how to fly the
Yeah,
heli.
Yeah.
like why would you know how to fly a helicopter? Yeah, you've been driving land vehicles the whole game.
Yeah, and in fact, like this is one of the missions where you just get a marker for it. Like you would very naturally just stumble into this on a casual playthrough.
Yeah,
So realistically, this is gonna be your first encounter with a flying vehicle.
and this helicopter is not good. Like
no,
it's one of those ones where like you lean maximum forwards and then
Yeah.
that's it.
That is what I'm doing.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
going diagonally is actually faster.
Yeah, that's why
but,
I'm
but
snaking.
not in. Or is it? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, because you lean more, I guess.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
right, okay.
But other than that, no, there's not really much that you can do to speed it up.
Yeah.
Also, I think the developers didn't expect you to do this mission, given the fact that the first floor isn't lined up with the staircase properly. Here's a thing to look at.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's just under construction, man.
It's literally under construction.
Don't think about it too much.
Does the ground even have a texture? I guess it does, yeah. Looks untextured. Oh, God.
Yeah, I mean...
The Switch's DLSS really hates it when the camera goes through that mesh. It doesn't know what to do with that. Yeah, the DLSS artifacting in this is so bad.
Shoutouts to the setup for this run when the tech crew asked me, is the lag from your Switch? And I was like, I don't know, maybe. Depends what lag you're talking about.
A riveting mission.
Yes,
Yeah.
riveting gameplay. If we were to get away with it, I would ask someone to choose a radio station, but I believe BSG would not approve.
We can ask the host if they want to read anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. Hello, everyone. I am Mr. LWD. Welcome in. Now, if you did you catch the unforgettable moment? That's one thing we need to mention out, because the streams, the runs, everything is full shenanigans. You better clip it, and you might just see it featured on our socials. Speaking of socials, stay updated with our events by following us on Twitter, Blue Sky, and Instagram on the handle BSG Marathon, and get behind the scenes of the event and look and stay up to date for the latest news of our marathon events and more. You can also check out the VODs for our previous events on our YouTube channel, and also at youtube.com//BSG Marathon.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we've got one more bomb to do. They've started to get enemies with guns now.
Yeah.
Yes, I've done the bombs out of order. I've done the highest floor one first, because there's a shortcut you can do. The way routing for this flight works is basically the last return clip you get to skip because you just end the mission, right? When I place the last bomb. And before I do that, I think we have enough time for the donation that just came in to be read.
Yeah, for sure. It's 10 euros from Yaoi69. I hope I don't butcher your name right there. But anyway, quick question. What's your favorite Vice City mission and Team Fortress 2 class? Question mark?
Demolition Man.
Oh, it's the same. Very good.
Check out the frames on this cutscene,
this
my
is
dude.
glorious.
You can count them on one finger.
Yes.
Which one is your favorite?
Pick your favorite frame. Vote now in chat. So what's happening here is they have all the really expensive particle effects for the explosions that are happening everywhere all at once, and the Switch just can't cope.
It actually looks better than I remember it.
Yeah? And yeah, this is the one phone call that I have to take, which is why I parked my car somewhat around the corner. There we go. And now we do 2-bit hit. So the reason we did the Diaz missions that we did was because Phnom Penh is the one that unlocks the second island, and we need the second island unlocked for the Avery chain to continue. Because 2-bit hit, the mission that is happening now, will take us down. Here's another quirk. If you've seen speedruns of the original game, you may be confused as to why we get to see a second of every cutscene. That's just a thing in Definitive Edition. They artificially added a timer until you're allowed to skip cutscenes. I don't know if they had to do that for stability reasons, that the game would crash. I think that's a thing on release, where you could spam skip cutscene and the game would crash on startup, which is great. But a side effect of that is, as a Definitive runner, you get to learn the first second of dialogue in every cutscene in your run.
I could see it as like a decent user-friendliness feature, because you might accidentally skip the cutscenes. You're like sprinting into the marker or something.
Maybe.
It could be, yeah.
Of course, from a runner's perspective, it's just annoying.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Then again, the game is not designed to be speedrun. We're very much taking what we can get, right? In fact, the fact that Capture the Collector Instapass exists at all is the reason I run this game in the first place.
Spoilers.
Remember when I said that the driving in this was hard? Okay, this mission we need to kill a guy. Conveniently, we can park on top of a car and then just shoot him over the wall, and that's fine. That's the entire mission.
Right.
And the next one we'll get to learn Umberto, who is yeah, we wanted us to set up a thing for that with Leo, but I don't think it's happening. Leo is a BSG regular who we all love and movie star as well. And there's a phone call that is starring him, because Leo is also the name of the guy whose phone we took.
Hey, Leo, I got some work for you. This ain't Leo. Hey, if Leo knows you got his phone, he's gonna kill you. Maybe Leo's already dead. Maybe I killed Leo and took his phone. Did you ever think of that, prick? You killed Leo? You must have big cojones. Wanna work for me? Stop by my father's cafe in Little Havana, and we'll talk mano y mano.
I want to talk about the phrase mano a mano for a second. I think it literally translates to hand to hand. So is that an expression in Spanish-speaking countries, or is that just them trying to say man to man and messing it up? I don't know the answer to this.
Tommy Vercetti, let's go.
I think it exists, but I mean,
I don't know. If you're in BSG's chat and you know, please let them know.
yeah.
So this is another chain of side missions we're doing then.
Yes. So if you finish the Avery missions, you unlock the Umberto missions, which are what we're doing right now.
Okay.
I can at any moment start explaining why we do this, or we could just bask in the awkwardness. I don't know which way is funnier.
This is better. This is better.
I suppose. I mean, yeah, this Vice City run is now very different to other Vice City runs.
It is, yes.
It's gonna make sense eventually.
There's a rampage that appears on that pier for a frame. I don't know if you caught it. Apparently, it's also a thing in the original game.
Yeah, it is.
But I always wonder if you can get there in one frame, what actually happens? Like before the thing despawns. Will it put you in a rampage even though you're on a mission?
I think if you make a replay and you're on mission 1 and you load the replay on original, you'd get the same thing and you wouldn't pick it up.
Ah, right. Okay. Interesting.
The flipping dialogue, man.
Yeah. The voice lines on this are great. In fact, coming up, there's going to be a single voice line that might get cut off if I go fast enough, because the way they trigger is off of the yellow rings I'm driving through. And there are two that are close enough to each other that I can get one to override the other. It's going to be on the way back after this turn. Going to be another second.
Umberto's character gets expanded so much in Vice City Stories.
Yes, yes, he does.
Yeah, he's like an actual mainline mission character.
You drive his dad from the airport to the cafe in one mission, right?
Yeah.
Except not in any percent, right? Or wait, do you actually do Umberto missions in current any percent?
No, Vice City any percent is Umberto.
Stories.
Vice City Stories. Sorry, yeah, you don't do any Umberto missions.
No, not even to set up like PACBA?
I think that's the payoff of Packbar is that you don't do them.
No.
Oh.
No.
That is one of the, if you go on mission 0, it changes what mission you pass missions. Umberto is the default option. Even when you get to Act 3, it doesn't even have Umberto in it. It defaults to Umberto for some reason.
Is that, what mission was that? Was that Hose the Hose? That you do a billion times?
Hose the Hose we used to do 5 times, which was, every Umberto mission and then Hose the Hose itself.
Right.
But now we do the last
Caught in the
one.
act. Caught as an act.
Caught as an act.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's poppin'?
Yeah.
Here's a funny thing. At the end of this cutscene, if I move forwards, I go into the water, like if I hold stick forwards. If I hold stick backwards, I also go into the water. I have to manually turn the camera and very, very gently move out of that situation to not instantly jump into the water.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Tommy still can't swim.
Yeah, no. In fact, I think that's a thing that people who checked out the definitive edition day one tried, was like, I wonder if Tommy can swim in this game.
Yeah.
No, he could not.
What is this character?
Auntie Pelé.
Auntie.
It's the
I've never heard that phone call.
No, that's because it starts after the first Umberto mission.
Oh, okay, right, okay.
That chain.
Oh,
And that chain has the RC plane mission.
Right.
here's a definitive trick I have for you. Watch me shave off the driver's side door of this Comet. Ta-da!
What?
I don't know. It's just a thing. It specifically only works on the Comet. It might work on another car, but it doesn't work on everything. But yeah, they messed it up so that if the... I don't even know how you'd mess up the coding for that. Like, I would love to know what went on under the hood to make that happen. But it makes for a really fun speedrun moment.
Oh, dear.
And this is Anti-Pelé.
Oh, and in purple.
Yes, in purple, which is, I think, a PS2 thing you said, Mano?
Yeah, PS2 and definitive. And it's sort of lime yellow on the original.
Huh.
PC, that is.
Yeah.
So yeah, in this mission I need to pick up some packages and drive away, and I get increasing wanted level as I do it. With the door shaven off, I am quite easy to bust right now. Leave my tires alone, please! Okay, my tires are intact and I am not busted. That's about the best I can hope for.
Yeah, the reason you knock the door off is so that you can get in and out of the car faster.
Correct.
It's much faster in Definitive Edition as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
You're forced to close the door, right, when you get
Yes, that is correct.
Yep.
out. Yeah. So this is much faster.
Another one of those things where I would love to know how they even manage that, but I don't think I'll ever get to. And yeah, in a perfect world, I would like to pick up a police car in this mission, but it's not the end of the world if I don't get to. Let's give this a try. I just said I would. Excuse me?
Okay.
Sure. Lovely wood texture.
Don't.
No.
Yeah.
Now the run is ruined, right?
No. We're playing Definitive Edition. Actions don't have consequences. I load the autosave and we're fine.
There are checkpoints in the game.
Unlike in San Andreas, though, the checkpoints are only at the starts of missions. But it's not so bad. This is the longest of missions. This also gives us a very convenient moment to read the donation that has just come in. So if you would.
Yeah, for sure. We have received €5 from Arco. I might not be awake for tomorrow's run, so please remember my guess for the bingo lady. How exhilarating to have you visit, sir.
Someone write that down.
Yeah,
We'll
for
put
sure.
We'll put Yowie right on that.
Oh,
Okay, do we explain bingo betting?
Yeah, that €5 is going to the 100% showcase from the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the Definitive Edition. That's a total of €15 so far, but still we have a goal of €250. So yeah, please get those donations in.
I'm sorry, what, you're doing 100% of San Andreas?
Yeah, I'm doing a quick hundo. Just
Okay, it's a bonus run, right?
it's a bonus thing, yeah.
Okay.
Oh my, that lamppost.
Yeah, lampposts are my nearest and dearest. Okay, so this time I'm just not gonna bother trying to go for a cop car. I'll just make do with what I have here. Here's a bit of a tricky thing. I want to, yes, first of all, I want to get through this, which is nice. I want to jump over this, which is nice. And I want to not toggle the USJ, which is nice. And then in a perfect world, I'd also get away with it. So let's see if I will.
Oh no. Oh my god, what is this?
Yeah, okay.
no.
I tried to chainsaw them down, but it didn't quite get there.
Yeah, why didn't it connect? That's strange. Maybe you were
beats
too
me.
close.
Yeah, you're like inside of him, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that's why we have a generous estimate. So we can watch me do UU scramble over and over.
I how it even saves like the damage. Wait, it's a different color.
It is.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, wow, it even saves your car exactly how you left it, and then it's a different color.
Yeah.
Kept the door being off though. What?
It saved the door being off.
Yeah. Okay.
They knew it was intentionally cut off.
Right. Yeah.
Well, it's convenient for me. I care about the door being off. I don't care about the color.
Yeah. Sure.
There's another instance, by the way, of me punching as I skip a cutscene.
Oh yeah.
Lost one tire.
Yeah,
Not the
well.
worst.
I don't know why I'm still honking. So honking is a thing you can do in other games, GTA games, to make the police wave at you instead of bust you. However, it just doesn't exist in Vice City.
Yeah.
It's just a placebo to make me feel better. Okay, here we are once again. Third time's the charm.
That black smoke coming out your
Gray
gray
smoke.
smoke.
It's,
Yeah, fine.
It's fine. It's fine, I said.
Okay,
Still fine.
Still fine.
still fine.
Just a little rolled.
Yeah.
Still good.
I've developed a skill at being able to spot when a car is on fire in this game.
Right, yeah, it's so invisible.
You gotta know where to look.
Yes.
Yeah.
You gotta know where to look and what to listen for. There's a reason I made Tech put the audio at quite generously high.
Right.
So yeah, this is Bombs Away. This is the mission that I've been practicing for about an hour before my run started. So if this goes terribly, I have only myself to blame. This is the one where you fly an RC plane. Probably less known because you have to do quite a few missions to actually get there. But yeah, similar to Demolition Man, you get into a van like this, then you get control of an RC vehicle, and then you get to do things. So this plane, it doesn't fly too well. Like, it has quite the weak engine, and the only means I have of doing things is to drop bombs. And yeah, the game expects me to blow up some boats, some dudes, and a car. And we're gonna try for that right now. Okay, that's 2 boats gone. That's what I was aiming for.
Okay.
Ideally, I can get this one as well.
Before it drives away.
Okay, this plane's gone, which is
Yeah,
fine.
we still have 2 planes left.
Yep, I got 2 planes left. I got all the boats on the first plane, which is really nice. In a
Just the
perfect
car?
world, I would just do it all in one plane, but I've written that off.
That
this
plane
is-
has sailed.
Yes. Very good, very good.
Does DE have the meme where, like, if you explode sort of with the bomb, like your plane just becomes completely unresponsive?
Yes, that's a thing, I think.
Ah, yeah.
Ta-da!
Nice.
Okay, there you go.
Very, very good.
Achieved Bombs Away. Okay. I still don't have a 4-door car. That's fine. I'll just find one when I need
I'm
it.
still wondering what the payoff for this is.
Uh,
All these
you-
side missions.
Well, technically you've seen it once before, but given that I know how your memory is, Josh, it was in winter 2022.
Yeah, I mean,
It was the ESA we met, dude.
yeah. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Oh yeah, next mission is Dirty Lickens. We just need to shoot some guys, and that's that's it. That describes most of all GTA missions, I only now realize. But this is where we get to use a bit of the big gun that we picked up in Phnom Penh. And I need to be very careful not to waste my ammo here. I think they're gonna get him. They are.
Nice.
Yeah,
Excellent.
Nice.
Okay, yeah. Story-wise, we're doing like a weird double agent sort of thing where we are supporting both gangs at the same time. Antipolay hypnotizes us to like work for the different
Haitians?
side. Yeah,
Haitians and Cubans are the 2 gangs, I think.
exactly.
So we're playing both sides.
Yes, yes, I am. And what do I need? I need a 4-door car. This is a green one, I think.
Looks like it.
It's a green one.
Yeah.
Looks kind of
As a
bucket shaped.
As a as a spoiler to the upcoming San Andreas run, this Greenwood is the type of car you would see a lot in that game. But yeah, the reason I want a 4-door car is for this mission, where we pick up. I was about to say some homies.
Kinda.
Sort of, yeah.
Cubans, yeah.
We pick up some gang members and we take them to a big old shootout. I parked the car wrong. Oh,
Not close enough.
close enough apparently. So yeah, I swear to you, the payoff is coming soon. We are 1 or 2 missions away from the big glitch. We're gonna do this one, and then we're gonna do another normal one, and then shit's gonna get funky.
So wait, what is this one then?
This is just a big old shootout.
Right. Okay.
At the end of which I will have to drive a van back to the place, which will be interesting. Weird little optimization I get to do here is I can shoot this guy in the face. And that's fast because this guy talks in cutscenes, which takes time.
Yeah.
And if he's dead, he doesn't talk.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing.
Maybe? I don't know.
I've never seen it in OG, so yeah.
I'm not too
never
familiar
either.
with like all missions or anything. Like any percent no SSU wouldn't do this mission, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm taking your word for it.
You know what they say, dead men lose no time.
I suppose they do not.
Yeah, that cutscene was really awkward. It just camera just skips around loads because there's supposed to be dialogue.
Yeah, there's meant to be dialogue, but the guy is lying dead on the bottom right of the screen over there. I don't know why I'm gesticulating. The audience can't see it. Let's see. So I need to shoot the sniper. I need to not die to this dude. Jesus.
Okay.
Okay, and now there is a van that I need to get away with. This is quite the adventure that I'm about to go on because my homies didn't like me firing at them, and I'm gonna start firing at me. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold fire outside of my outside of my driver's side window and just hope for the best.
I think every tire is gone.
Every tire is gone. We are sliding back to base. So yeah, this cop chase is always a disaster in every single run. It's not a matter of if it's gonna go wrong. It's a matter of how. I'm very happy that we have the strat of being able to shoot out of your driver's side door to stop people from jacking you out of your car, because that will make this mission so much worse. And yeah, now we get to do a little cop chase in a very drifty, very slow van, and we're gonna hope for the best. We're gonna hope that I make it. And I suppose we can read some donations while I do this.
Yeah, let's go. We have a 20 euros from Marcel Plek. My prediction for tomorrow's run. Hey, hi, welcome.
Okay. We're getting some predictions in.
And also we have 25 euros from Permanent Username. Sadly, I am at work tomorrow, so I'm also putting my bet in now. Hello. Yeah, those both donations will go to the 100% showcase for the run of the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the Definite Edition. So we are already at a total of 60 euros of the 250. So yeah, we are on a good pace. We also have a 10 euro donation from Vaya, and Vaya Mies gives Miss, give us a little wave at the camera. I did that on the back, so I already did that. So and also a message to all the runners. Good job, guys. Keep it up.
Thank you so much. Marcel Peck and Permanent Username are regulars in my chat, so hi guys. It was a bit of a weird thing that just happened. First of all, I didn't get a good vehicle, and then the bad one that I get, the van, there wasn't a driver in it. I don't really know what happened there. Also, I'm gonna punch this guy, and I'm gonna jump into the water. Watch this. Whee!
Good.
So punching the guy is a consequence of skip cutscene by being prompt to the A button, and the jump into the water I do for fun because the cutscene fate takes me away.
A secret place.
Yes. Oh, okay. This one's a bit tricky. I need to make sure I don't die. I'm bringing out quite literally the big gun for this one. And other than that, I think we're gonna be okay. There's a guy coming up at the corner behind a house that has a sawn-off shotgun that is very deadly.
There's two of them.
Oh yeah, there's one on each side of the thing, but I only have to care about one of them, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't killed him yet. First of all, I'm doing these two guys, and then this is the guy that I need to look out for.
You see him, right?
Gonna be very, very sure that he's dead. What did you say, Kez?
No, I'm talking to the viewers that they can for sure see the guy.
You see him.
Definitely not just shooting at some railing there.
Well, I can show you. This is where the guy was.
No, you
This is
don't
where his
need
shotgun
to.
was.
I trust you fully. You are the runner.
I promise you, I would have died.
Oh yeah.
And now, Admiral, take me home. So yeah, this is another cop chase. We have this admiral that is conveniently parked here. Something just blew up.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's about. Maybe we drive past it. No. Okay.
There's an exploded thing there.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the cops have a grenade for some reason, maybe.
Maybe.
Not a thing that happens, but
Yeah, not really.
Oh my.
Yeah. Come on, dude. All right. In a perfect world, I would like to have a cop car. That didn't go so well last time, but I'm gonna go for it. So let's just hope that one of these is unlocked.
hey,
would you like for
lucky.
Let's try again.
Yes, I've shown Menno this 3 times now, and every time it's been unlocked. I don't know what the odds of that are, but yeah, I'm happy with that. I'll take it.
Depends on if you're English Ben or not.
Yeah. Okay, I like to park by this lamppost to make sure the thing doesn't despawn. And yeah, I think now I need to confess. The reason we haven't just been doing meme missions for the laugh. There is actually a method to the madness. The method to the madness, I spoiled it earlier, is called Cap the Collector Instapass. And there is a setup for it that involves 3 steps. The first of which will be to gently convince the game to allow me to run both a Rampage and Vigilante at the same time. This Rampage marker is of a different size than usual. I don't know why that happens sometimes, but I've noticed it. So the way this works is I get out and in of the car and spam start submission as hard as I can, and I hope that both Vigilante and the Rampage start at the same time. Come on, dude. No, okay. More over there. No, still nothing.
Yeah, if you get both the Rampage timer and markers on the map for missions, then you've got it.
I've got it.
There we go.
That looks good.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm very proud of that. So the worst thing that could have happened there is that I start the Rampage and don't start Vigilante, and then I'm just on a 2-minute timer and I have to wait for it to expire. So I'm very, very happy that didn't happen. So what just happened was a Rampage just started, as you can see by the timer in the top right, but I'm still able to start missions, which is really, really nice, because that allows us to really, really break the game. And the really, really break the game-age that we are about to do is what happens now. We have now started Trojan Voodoo, which is, I think, the ultimate mission of the Umberto chain. I don't actually know.
Yep.
We are doing this mission while we have a Rampage running. The Rampage itself doesn't really matter. What matters is what happens after the Rampage ends, which is the game will put us in free roam mode, because that's what it usually does when a Rampage ends. However, we are still on the Trojan Voodoo mission. We're not supposed to be in free roam mode. And as a consequence of that, we can start other missions, buy properties, start side missions, anything you could normally do while you're in free roam mode. So yeah, we're for now just gonna do this mission normally, and we're gonna wait for the Rampage timer to expire. Which will allow us to do some funky stuff. First of all, I need to actually park into the marker. Come on. Okay, there we go. Whew. Vamos indeed. Okay, so what's gonna happen here is I'm gonna wait for the Rampage to be close to running out, so that once I exit my car, I would get a phone call. That is vital. And I will get the phone call while a voice line is happening, so serious time. Okay. My co-driver here was meant to say, okay, in you go, but I interrupted him with my phone ringing. As a consequence of that, his mission script is stuck. What that means is I'm allowed to leave the area and not fail the mission. If I don't do this properly, the mission would just fail here. It's a rare instance of the game actually caring whether you're close to the objective or not. And now with that mission running, I will go and buy a property. It's the Skooma Shack. It is located to the north of the second island. It's right here. It only costs $1,000. Oh. I had to make sure that the phone call gets cancelled quickly here. And that does it. So this may not look like much, but I have just unlocked the last mission of the game, which I will be able to prove when I get a phone call that says, Tommy, it's Lance, we got big problems, come down here right away. Which should be coming in right around here.
Tommy, it's Lance. Big problems. Come down here right away.
So this is the phone call that unlocks the final mission of the game. However, we have only unlocked that final mission of the game. We haven't done anything else, right? We haven't killed Diaz, we haven't taken over the mansion, we haven't taken over any assets. And so as a side effect of that, we get to see what the game looks like when that happens. First of all, I get to drive to Diaz's mansion in the rain. This is one of the sad things that seems to always happen to me here, is that the very last drive of the game is when the first rain cycle hits. But other than that, we should be okay.
Seems like Sony's patience has worn a bit thin since the first release of the game.
Didn't wait for me to build an empire. It's just, yeah, fuck it, I'm coming over.
He heard how easy it was to run the game.
Come on.
Decided he's going to do it now himself.
I am terrible at this game, dude. This is not a difficult trick. Please don't clap for this. Okay. And yeah,
no,
now
door's closed.
Yeah, the door is closed. I wedge myself through the door.
It's not your mansion.
Yeah, I didn't unlock the mansion. Why would the
yeah.
door be open? And here's the marker for the final mission. Keep your friends close.
What's going on? Tommy. Oh, good.
So we are now in a mansion that we don't own, and we are meeting this guy who who we only barely know. And yeah. So this was the big trick. We are now on the final mission of the game. There's a guy that just spawned there. That worries me. This is Keep Your Friends Close. We are doing this mission more or less normally. I had to look at the time of day as the mission started there. It was 7:17. And 1 minute after that mission starts, Lance will spawn. And 1 minute after Lance spawns, Sunny spawns. And then we will have completed the game.
7:17. Shoutouts to Wayno.
Yeah. Shoutouts to Wayno 717, I guess.
So I guess it's time for the nominations. That's 3 now.
Let me kill Lance. Oh shit! Yeah, we still got donos.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna kill Lance. We're gonna read the donos. We're gonna kill Sunny, and then we're gonna have time. So first things first.
Good idea.
Kill him.
So first things first, we're doing Lance.
Oh, you think so?
No one to cover your ass now, eh, Tommy? You're going down, you backstabbing prick.
Oh, you think so?
Yes, I do. Let's see if I can get the quick kill as well. Come on, please. Yeah. Okay, if I couldn't get the quick kill here, he would run to the roof, which I don't have unlocked, which would be bad. So with that, we are running short on time, so please do read your donations now.
All right, I'm going to be fast. We have 10 euros from Hashian. I am looking for the money, Sonny. Don't worry. That goes to the Maxwell the Cat bit war. Also, we have 23 euros from Just. Hi. Hey. Welcome. And we have 95 euros.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a big one. From Yu-Gi-Oh! And that says 60 euros for 6 full combos and 35 euros for 7 S ranks and songs during my showcase. Good luck, Halogen. Looking forward to the SA run as well. And that's all.
Nice. Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Excellent timing indeed. So this is the final boss, and the final boss is dead. Time.
Woo!
And yeah, that concludes Vice City, the definitive edition on Nintendo Switch. Sunny's blood is still there, by the way. I guess that sort of makes sense. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, if this wasn't enough GTA for you, boy, are you in luck. We have a San Andreas definitive edition run coming up first thing tomorrow. Which will be done by yours truly. And then on Friday, we also have Joshimus performing San Andreas, the non-definitive edition, on a non-Nintendo Switch console. Can you believe it?
Yeah, this was just a taste of things to come.
Yeah.
It really was. So yeah, with that, thank you very much for having me. Thank you very much, my beautiful commentators. Do you have any last words?
Thanks for inviting us.
There ain't no up north anymore.
It's all down south now.
Yeah.
And
my prediction is, a customer.
Okay, excellent.
Excellent,
Oh,
excellent,
beautiful.
excellent. And with that, we'll leave you there, I guess.
Yeah.
So thank you very much once again, and have a good one, everybody.
Yeah, thank you so much, Hello Green Lampard, for that amazing showcase. Really a gem, if you ask me. The best one of the GTA series, in my opinion. So, yeah, thank you so much for showing that up. Next one is Naomi plays a bonus game, Punch Out, because we hit that 3K mark. Contender %, and yeah, we're gonna set that up for the Wii U, so yeah, be sure to stick around, and we'll be right back.